Chelsea have been dealt a blow after reports from Telegraph Football confirmed that Nicolas Jackson will be out until late March or early April with an injury. The Senegalese striker is set to miss the next few games, which is certainly bad news for Enzo Maresca. With Jackson out, Chelsea must find a solution up front to stay competitive in the hunt for a Champions League ticket and their journey in the Europa Conference League. Who will Chelsea rely on in attack while Jackson is out? Chelsea will be looking to bounce back from their 2-1 FA Cup fourth round defeat to Brighton when they take on the Seagulls at the Amex Stadium on Friday night in a Premier League clash. The Blues are currently fourth in the table and are focused on securing a Champions League spot, as well as continuing their run in the Conference League. The referee for the game will be Chris Kavanagh, who will be assisted by assistant referees Lee Betts and Mark Scholes. Stuart Atwell will be the fourth official, overseeing behavior in the dugout and ensuring that both managers, Fabian Herzler and Enzo Maresca, act appropriately. Michael Oliver will be in charge of VAR, with Ian Husson as assistant VAR. The refereeing team will have a huge challenge on their hands, especially after Brighton's 7-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. This is a crucial game for both teams, and the role of the referee is crucial to ensuring the game runs smoothly. With Chelsea looking to put their FA Cup disappointment behind them, and Brighton looking to bounce back from their heavy defeat, this Premier League clash promises to be a thrilling one. Chelsea have a major problem ahead of their clash with Brighton. Three of their first-team players, Nicolas Jackson, Marc Guiu and Romeo Lavia, are still out with injuries. Enzo Maresca has confirmed that Jackson is likely to miss another game or two, while Guiu is set to be out for a longer period, possibly until April. This situation only makes matters worse for Chelsea, who are already struggling to execute on chances up front. Christopher Nkunku should be back in the side, but his form of late has been far from ideal. Meanwhile, Romeo Lavia is still showing no signs of recovery. His long-term injury has meant he has barely contributed since joining Chelsea, and his status has now shifted from day-to-day to long-term. With the Premier League and Conference League as Chelsea's main focus at the moment, Maresca must find a solution soon. Will the Blues return to the transfer market to look for another striker, or will they continue to rely on the players they have? One thing is for sure, without Jackson and Guiu, Chelsea will have to work extra hard to maintain their position at the top of the table. Chelsea are back to work hard at their Cobham training ground as they prepare for Friday night's Premier League clash with Brighton and Hove Albion. It's their second meeting in a week, after a painful 2-1 FA Cup defeat saw the Blues' progress come to an early end. Now, Enzo Maresca's side must ensure they don't repeat the same mistakes. A win is crucial, not only to maintain their league momentum, but also to show they can improve on their domestic disappointments. Tosin Darabioyo insists the team are fully focused on bouncing back and winning at the Amex Stadium. Our main focus now is to go back there on Friday. We'll analyze the game throughout the week and come back stronger. We started well on Saturday, but were less effective in creating chances and were punished by Brighton. I see it as a lack of concentration in key moments, Tosin said. One of the issues Chelsea need to fix is maintaining consistency throughout the 90 minutes. In the last meeting, they started well and took the lead, but lost control and eventually conceded 2 goals. Chelsea still have several players absent, including Nicolas Jackson, who is confirmed to be out until the end of March through injury. With Brighton fresh from a 7-0 thrashing by Nottingham Forest in the league, Chelsea must be able to take advantage of this situation to steal 3 points. If they fail to win again, the pressure on Maresca and his team will be even greater. Can Chelsea bounce back and win this match? Chelsea have been dealt a major blow after scans confirmed Nicolas Jackson has suffered a serious hamstring injury and will be out until April. The 23-year-old striker was initially thought to have suffered a minor injury when he was substituted in the 2-1 Premier League win over West Ham earlier this month. Enzo Maresca had even been optimistic that Jackson could return to action against Brighton in the Premier League on Friday. As I said before, it's not going to be long, but we'll see if he's available for the next game, Maresca said last week. However, a scan on Wednesday revealed significant damage to Jackson's hamstring. The Senegalese striker is not expected to return until after the March international break, with a return against Tottenham Hotspur on April 2nd the target. To make matters worse for Chelsea, Guiu, who replaced Jackson against West Ham, is also out with an injury and is set to miss a long period of time. This leaves the Blues' attacking options even more limited. Maresca is now forced to find an emergency solution. Christopher Nkunku is likely to be the mainstay as the spearhead, while Cole Palmer could also be used as a false nine, as Maresca did during his time at Manchester City. The absence of Jackson and Guiu will be a tough test for Chelsea. Can they survive without their main striker until April? All will begin to be seen when they face Brighton in the Premier League this weekend. Cole Palmer has urged Chelsea fans not to blame Enzo Maresca for the team's recent dip in form. Palmer insists that the onus is on the players to carry out the manager's instructions better. Palmer said in an interview on Chelsea's official website, "I think we started the season well, then had a bit of a dip. But we're trying to find our best form again. I've known Enzo before, so working with him again is great. He's given us all the ideas we need. It's just a matter of how we execute them." Despite Palmer's impressive form this season, the team's form since Christmas has been inconsistent. In some games, it seems he's the only one who's made the difference between Chelsea and worse results. However, Palmer is adamant that Maresca is not to blame. Palmer also revealed that his relationship with Maresca and his teammates is very good, and they have remained solid despite the difficulties. In the interview, Palmer was also asked about his ability to take penalties, which has been a hallmark of his this season. He casually revealed, "I don't really practice penalties. I probably take 3 penalties the day before a game. But it's not something I practice all that much. As long as I score, I don't care how." For Chelsea fans, the most important thing is that Palmer keeps scoring goals. With Nicholas Jackson out until April, Chelsea will be even more reliant on Palmer's magic in front of goal.